Gideon is a lonely lad of 17 who has lived for as long as he can remember with an evil and cruel wizard by the name of Manannan. I didn't get to finish reading that. Manannan treats the poor boy like his slave, ordering him about, constantly threatening him, and refusing to ever let him leave the premises. I didn't get to finish reading that either. Suddenly, the front door opens and out stalks Manannan. You get the idea. Gideon rushes to his side, afraid he may be in trouble. "Why are you not working, boy?" the wizard sneers. Gideon mumbles a faint reply. "The kitchen floor is... I gotta clean the floor, I think." Such is the story of young Gideon's life to this point. What's a poor boy to do? Oh well, in resignation, he obediently marches to the door, opens it, and King's Quest 3. Is it gonna start over? Or is it... What's happening? What? It's starting over. Okay. Oh geez, I don't know if I can pause the game. Well, I will, pretend to pause it. Oh, there it is. Pause the game. Whew! Okay. Hey everyone, this is SilentNoisePlays, and I'm Silent Noise, and today we are playing King's Quest 3 to Heir is Human, and Heir is spelled H-E-I-R. This is one of the first King's Quest games that I remember playing when I was a kid, and it is probably, in my opinion, the most difficult out of them all. I would maybe say number 2 could be the most difficult, but I think this one's pretty tough. I'll put a timestamp in the description if you want to skip ahead, but I do have the manual, and just kind of to explain what's going on, I'll read the little story in it. So, King's Quest 3 to Heir is Human, written and designed by Roberta Williams. A long time ago, when magic was the only science known to man, there dwelt in the land of Ludor a wizard named Manannan. He was very learned in all matters of the heavens and earth. Of great age, Manannan presented a frail appearance, as though his skin were made of bleached and weathered parchment. Manannan's impression of fragility lasted only until he looked into his coal-black eyes, which burned with a strange fire. This was, indeed, a powerful wizard.
A poisonous snake!
Although he was powerful and capable of conjuring up vast armies of spirit servants to sweep his hearth, prepare his meals, and other menial tasks with which he would not soil his hands, this solution to his everyday needs was not satisfactory to him, for he liked his solitude and did not want a lot of spirits, who, besides all else, are quite inquisitive and mischievous, cluttering up his house. Instead, he impressed a very young boy to do his bidding, taking the lad when he was only a year old, so he would have no memories to tug at him in the years to come. Unfortunately for Manannan, boys grow up and become adventuresome young men. As his slave grew in stature and in strength, Manannan was irritated to find him poking around in areas of the house where he didn't belong, or he would climb down the narrow path leading to Manannan's mountaintop retreat to explore the surrounding countryside. Even punishment did not stop him for long. One day, when his slave was 18 years of age, the wizard found him practicing magic spells. This was the last straw. "You," Manannan screamed. "You!" "You have read my books of spells and plundered my supplies of powders and potions. You have even ventured into Ludor again, against my express command, for nowhere else could you have gathered some of these ingredients. You think you will win your freedom with these tricks?" the wizard sneered. "You shall see your mistake. You have earned only your own demise." And with that, Manannan raised his hands menacingly. Suddenly the earth began to shake, and his slave was no more. Only a pile of ashes remained where he had stood. "Next time I won't make the same mistake," Manannan snarled. "I'll never let any of my slaves reach manhood. I'll have no more accidents." And so the years passed. Manannan went out and found another small boy to be his slave. He stole him from a country some distance from Ludor, to direct suspicion away from himself. Manannan was more careful with this child, and watched him closely. The wizard punished the boy severely when he caught him away from the house, and he made sure the boy didn't get his hands on even ordinary items that might be transformed into magic charms or potions. On the whole,
I agree. Preparation H does feel good, on the whole.
Manannan didn't have much trouble with him, but still, on the lad's 18th birthday, the wizard zapped him out of existence. It's a nuisance having to train a slave all over again, he mumbled complainingly, but it's better than having trouble like the last time. And so he went on, every 17 years kidnapping a small boy from his loving parents, then slaying him on the 18th anniversary of his birth. Occasionally the cycle was shortened slightly when he unfortunately chose a precocious child that learned too much before his 18th year, and time went on. So that is how the introduction to the story starts, and so we are playing as a character who has been in this predicament, and I believe he's going to be turning 18 soon, so that's not good. And even though Mananan can just conjure up people or something to do things for him, he wants to just be a jerk and go kidnap guys. I don't know. He's weird. So there are some tips for beginning the adventure. If you haven't played one of Sierra's 3D animated adventure games before, here are a few suggestions to help you get started. Look everywhere. When you go somewhere you haven't seen before, the first thing to do is look around. You should get a description of the general area. Often there's a clue to the game or an indication that something in the scene bears further investigation. Explore each area of the game very carefully. Search the wizard's domain, both inside and out, even, or perhaps especially, those places he doesn't want you poking around in. Were you trying to get me killed here? That's exactly what everyone else did. Venture out to mix and mingle with the inhabitants of the surrounding countryside of Ludor. Draw a map that includes each place you visit, objects found, dangerous areas, and any and every landmark you see along the way. Try not to miss any area, or you may miss an important clue or item necessary to the completion of your quest. And don't think that because you've been somewhere once, it will be the same the next time. The population of Ludor and other countries you might visit can move around as well as you, some better. Here's an example of a map you might draw, and then there's a little diagram in the manual. In addition to constructing your own map, you may find a certain magic map hidden in the wizard's house. It's up to you to unlock its special powers. Keep your ears open. Talk to just about everyone you meet, but use discretion. Some characters will be friendly and helpful. They will give you valuable information and advice. Others will try to trick you, so be ready to run and hide. If that doesn't work, you may have to find some other way of outwitting them. Pick up anything that isn't nailed down. You'll come across many objects that have a use somewhere else in the game. Your inventory is listed on the status screen, accessed with the tab key. Use the items you pick up to solve large and small problems in the game. Some problems have obvious solutions. If you need to dig a hole, use a shovel. Other problems require more imagination to solve. Be careful. The way you must travel is long and dangerous. Be sure to remain alert at all times. Disaster may strike in the most unlikely of places. Save your game often. That way, if misfortune should strike along the way, you won't have to start over from the beginning. See your reference card for instructions on saving your game. I think we'll be okay. Don't get discouraged. If you come to an obstacle that seems insurmountable, don't despair. Explore the game some more, then come back later and try again. If you're stuck, you might try backtracking to an earlier point in the game. You might have forgotten to do something vital, or you can buy a King's Quest III hint book using the enclosed order form. Be brave, be resourceful, be true. And then further in the manual, there are recipes for potions or just magic spells, I guess. And these are going to be very important at some point in the game. And so I've played this game twice, I think, but the first time I never finished it, and the second time I was like glued to a walkthrough trying to get through it because how tough this game is. But I'm going to do my best to do what the manual tells me to do and go based off of what I remember for what to do. But if I get stuck, I'll have to look something up because the game is really hard. I'll do my best though. Okay, and so I do believe that there's a timer. I don't think the game tells you about it, but I think that there's a timer before you will eventually get killed. So we kind of have to do things as efficiently as possible as well. So let's save the game. Beginning. Okay, so there's a clock at the top. I'm scared. So inventory is tab, see object F4. You're carrying nothing. Okay, press enter to select and escape to cancel. Okay, joystick. Cool. Okay, the clock does pause. I don't think we need to change our speed. We'll probably be okay for now. So let's explore the house first. Oh god, we're going real slow. That's better. So Gideon, even though it looks like it's Gwydion, but I think I saw an interview and Roberta Williams pronounced it Gideon. I kind of like Gwydion though, so if I accidentally say that I'm just used to it looking like it's Gwydion. Anyway, so he's kind of similar to Rosella, and he has a lot of difficulties going up the stairs. I think this is our bedroom over here. Look, room. This is your own pitiful bedchamber. Compared to Manannan's fine room, yours is almost a cell. The bed is hard and uncomfortable with only a threadbare blanket and a small flat pillow. The other furnishings are junk, but as poor as it is, it's your own haven as the wizard never enters it. Okay. Look, drawer. You have nothing in any... you have nothing of interest in any of... Oh, damn it. I can't read today. You have nothing of interest... Why can't I read the damn sentence? You have nothing of any interest in your dresser drawer. I'm so glad that the timer pauses when you're looking at stuff. So I believe you can hide stuff under your bed. And he does his little animation. You lean down and poke your head under the bed. You see nothing but cobwebs and dust. So I think if we get stuff, we should put it under the bed. Look, picture. You have always admired this lovely tapestry. It adds one of the few bright spots to this dreary house. Well, that's nice. It's right outside your room. So we have to see if we can find a map. So I think it said that there's a map. Am I allowed in here? Look, room. You look at Manannan's elegant bedchamber. You see fine furnishings from a regal bed to a beautifully carved closet. You can't help but compare this handsome room to your own meager cubicle. And there's a cat. That detestable pet of Manannan's is a constant annoyance. Talk to cat. Manannan's pet totally ignores you as you speak to him. Get fur. You don't have the cat. Get cat. The despicable cat slips away from your grasp with a fierce scratch to your arm. Nimbly you grab the nasty cat by the scruff of its neck, avoiding its needle-sharp claws. Now that you have it, what are you going to do with it? Get fur. Screech! You manage to pluck some fur before he viciously scratches and leaps from your arms. With grim satisfaction, you survey your wounds. Stupid cat, you scoff. Whether you know it or not, you just helped me. The detestable cat leaps from your arms, snarling and screeching. Alright. Save. We got some fur. Okay, is there a hotkey for pausing? I guess not. So the reason why I grabbed the cat hair is I think it's one of the ingredients for one of the recipes we have to do. Let me see. So I think there's 7 recipes. So the first one is understanding the language of creatures, and it needs 1 small feather from a bird, a tuft of fur from any animal, 1 dried reptile skin, 1 rounded spoonful of powdered fish bone, 1 thimble of dew, 1 magic wand, so that's to be able to talk to animals, flying like an eagle or a fly, 1 tail feather from any eagle to become an eagle, 1 pair of fly wings to become a fly, 1 pinch of saffron, rose petal essence, 1 magic wand. We need a wand. Teleportation at random is another spell. We need 1 spoonful of salt grains, 1 sprig of dried mistletoe, 1 smooth rounded stone of unusual color, 1 magic wand, and then causing a deep sleep spell, 3 dried acorns, 1 cup nightshade juice, 1 magic wand, and 1 empty pouch. And then there's transforming another into a cat, 1/2 cup mandrake root powder, 1 small ball of cat hair, 2 spoonfuls of fish oil, and 1 magic wand. And then second last recipe is brewing a storm. We need 1 cup of ocean water, 1 spoonful of mud, 1 pinch of toadstool powder, 1 magic wand, and 1 empty jar. And the last spell is becoming invisible. 1 jar of lard, 1 cactus, 1 spoonful of cactus juice, 2 drops of toad spittle, and 1 magic wand. So these are all ingredients that we'll have to keep an eye out for. I'm not sure how well I'll remember what we're looking for, but I'll do my best. But we got the cat hair, which I think we'll need for turning another into a cat, but we also need animal hair from somebody else. Okay. Open wardrobe. Look. Wardrobe. The closet is fashioned of ornately carved mahogany. Okay. Close. Oops. Close door. Look. Drawer. The elegant dresser is made of mahogany. Its drawers are graced by beautiful gold knobs. Look. Drawer. There's a small drawer in the front of the mahogany vanity. Open drawer. Oh, in the vanity drawer are many uninteresting items, although the wizard's hand mirror may come in handy. You grab it, then close the drawer. Get mirror. Oh, geez. I gotta pay attention. Look. Chamber pot. Manannan's chamber pot is on the floor beside his bed. Why would you want to sleep next to that? Empty chamber pot. I think this is a window, not a picture over here. Wrinkling your nose in disgust, you throw the smelly contents of the chamber pot out the open window. What a way to make a living. You're not really making a living, though. Look at the cat's eye. It looks like it's connected to the dresser. Or the drawer. Oh, shit! 3 minutes, he came in. You'll create no magic around me, Gideon. The hateful wizard growls as he takes the offending ingredients from you. Oh, no! Damn! I just emptied your chamber pot, dude. Yeah, well, what a way to go out. Damn. Okay, back to got fur. Let's go, hide the hair under the bed. Also, the cat can make you fall down the stairs. If he's in the way, you'll just totally biff it. Okay, go, Gideon, go! Put items under bed. You get on your hands and knees and quickly shove all of your possessions under the bed. They will be safe from the wizard's sharp eyes there. Okay, I'm gonna make another save. And this will be put hair under bed. Let's go and try and grab the mirror and put that under the bed. Do do do. Okay, we should have it. I'm not emptying his chamber pot this time because somehow that got me killed. Put mirror under bed. Get on your hands and knees and shove it under the bed. It will be safe from the wizard. Save. Mirror for under bed. Okay. Is that a mirror? I don't know. Let's try and go upstairs. It's just... Oh! Gideon, you were assigned a chore. You know what happens to lazy boys. Manannan shakes his head in disgust. The kitchen is still dirty. When will you learn to obey? Up goes the dreaded finger. Oh god. You need to work off a little of that weight, Gideon, snarls Manannan. You called me fat too, you jerk. Boy, do you hate these little sessions, but no pain, no magic. Oh my god. I think Manannan is a bit of a creep. Stop. Oh no. Pant, pant, pant. The music. Move. Oh. Oh my god. Look at him go. Like, are you sure you want me to be jacked? Cause like, I'd beat you up, Bananan. What pose is that? Woo! Oh my god, I'm saving after that. I don't know how to spell jazzercise, but jazzercise. Fine, I'll clean your stupid kitchen. Clean table? Get cup. You pick up the little tin cup and carry it with you. I kind of want to keep that. Maybe I can. Ah! Yes. Okay. Look, room. This is the kitchen of the wizard's house. Other than your own bedchamber, this is the only place in the house that you feel you can call your own. The wizard rarely enters the kitchen. On cold days, the fireplace is a cozy place to sit. I think if I get the broom, maybe I can sweep. Dude! Piss off! Gideon, I've decided to take a journey. Okay, 5 minutes in he took a journey, or he's leaving. Okay, wizard on the move. Get broom. Okay, he's sweeping on his own. Dum dee dee dum. Okay, let's look in the fireplace. Whoops. As it is now summer, the need to light a fire and cook hot food was diminished. The fireplace is at the moment not burning. Can I get, like, the soot? Alright. Get bucket. Damn it. Look, table. Use the heavy oak table when you prepare food for the wizard. Right now, there's a loaf of bread, some fruit, and a mutton chop on the table. You take the mutton chop and carry it with you. Get bread. You take the loaf of bread. Get fruit. Okay. Save. Got food and cleaned. I wonder if there's any salt in here. Look, shelf. The kitchen shelf holds many ingredients and kitchen implements for cooking. One useful item that catches your eye is the clay bowl you use for all of your mixing. Get bowl. You retrieve the clay bowl from the kitchen shelf and take it with you. Look, floor? Doesn't look interesting. The barrels only contain foodstuffs. They are too huge to move. That's what Mananan seemed to think of us, that we're too huge, we gotta exercise. Look, shelf. It's just as it appears. Look, moose. You scrutinize the moose head very carefully, but you see it is nothing but an old head. You do feel sorry for the poor thing, though. Yeah. Look. Cat. That detestable pet of Mananan's, it's a constant annoyance. Yep. Look, room. Mananan is very private with his study and doesn't like you poking around. The huge oak desk is covered with his writing implements. An old oak cabinet is in the corner. There's a chart on the rear wall. The bookshelves are filled with books on every subject. The wizard fancies himself to be quite a scholar. Okay, so an old oak cabinet in the corner. I think we'll have a bit of time before he comes back. Cabinet. You try to turn the handle, but unfortunately the door is locked. Look, desk. The massive desk is made from oak. The wizard does all of his reading, writing, and calculating here. Look in trash. Look in can. Look down. Look in basket? Don't you remember you emptied it yesterday? Look, map. Alright. Look in desk. Open drawer. You open the large desk only drawer, but you see nothing interesting. Before you're caught, you close it. Look, shelf. So many books line the bookshelf. You wonder when Mananan has time to read them all. Titles cover many subjects, from ancient Arabic mythology to a study of the heavens to the philosophies of Socrates. Take book. You glance at the titles of the books, but you do not see any that interest you. Wait, was that a glint of metal behind the one large book? Move. Book. Look, metal. What? Is it over here? Oh. You push the large book aside, revealing a metal lever attached to the back of the bookshelf. Use lever. Pull lever. A trapdoor opens, revealing steep stone steps leading into darkness. Save. Steep stone steps. Okay, hopefully we do not die going down the stairs, because you can't. These are the stairs that the cat can kill you on. I don't think he can get you on the other ones. Gotta really hug the wall here. So this is where we can cast all of our spells. Look, room. You look in awe around this torchlit underground room. It appears to be a laboratory, a wizard's laboratory. Against the earthen walls there are rows of shelves holding numerous jars which contain strange, unknown ingredients. The shelves also hold skeletons of small animals and birds, some human skulls and bones, and other odd instruments whose use you do not know. Against the earth wall is a massive oak table with a spacious worktop. The narrow stone steps lead up to the wizard's study. Okay, look, shelf. You curiously gaze at the strange jars of ingredients, the animal and human bones, and other odd implements which line the rows of shelves. You see jars of ingredients resting on labeled shelves, shelves bearing such ghastly names as powdered fish bone, ooh, nightshade juice, ooh, mandrake root powder, ooh, saffron, ooh, toad spittle, ooh, and toadstool powder, ooh. I think we need all of those. Alright, get saffron. You remove the jar labeled saffron from the laboratory shelf, carry it with you. Get powdered fish bone. Alright, get nightshade juice. Alright. Get mandrake root. Let me try to get mandrake root powder. We gotta be specific. Get toad spittle. Damn it. Get toad spittle. Get toadstool powder. Okay. Save. Got ingredients off the shelf. Okay. So let's look on this shelf. You curiously gaze at the ingredients. It looks like it's the same thing. We don't have a wand. We need the wand. Look, book. Covered with gold trimmings, the old book's leather cover is cracked and worn, its pages yellowed and brittle. The title, however, is clear, The Sorcery of Old. You eagerly thumb through page after page of what you assume to be magic formulas. The ink of the old handwriting is faint and barely readable. Most of the formulas are indecipherable, but a few are in a language you know. You treat the old book with great care, as you can tell it contains recipes for some very old and powerful magic spells. Your hands shake as you realize this book could be the key to your escape from the evil Mananan. It's 9:47. I'm just going to pause for a second to see if that pauses time. I don't think it does. Oh no. Okay, let's look at the table. There's a mortar here. Against the earth wall is a massive oak table with a spacious worktop. Atop the oak table there are a large leather-bound book, a mortar and pestle, a little brazier holding charcoal, and a flint, plus measuring cups, beakers, flasks, and stirrers. So I don't know if we'll need those right now, so I think maybe I'll leave it and use it when we come here to do some spells. Look, table? The wizard's desk is curiously empty. You have no further interest in it. Well, that's good. It's just as it appears. Okay, let's go upstairs. And let's go get our stuff from under the bed. Nah. Stupid cat. And I like cats. Pull lever. Can we trap the cat down there? The trapdoor groans shut, disappearing into the floorboards. Oh, move book. There. You move the big book back where you found it, so it again conceals the metal lever. You don't want the old wizard to grow suspicious of your activities. I'm sure he'll notice, though, when some things are missing. I kind of want to look at this picture. Oh, never mind. Do. I hope Bananan doesn't come back right away. Okay, I'm going to save. Going upstairs. So let's see what we can find upstairs. Oh, there's a fly. Get fly. I thought it was going to fly away. You pick up the dead fly and drop it into your hand. Disgustedly, you look at it. I don't want to carry around a dead fly, you think, picking off its wings. I do want to carry around the wings, though. You throw the rest away. Look. Telescope? Whoop, telescope. What's that? Mananan has the brass telescope pointed out a window. It is well polished. He uses the telescope to keep tabs on the citizenry of Ludor. Look through Damn it, I did it again. You put your eye to the glass. It amazes you how near everything seems. You can even see squirrels climbing faraway trees. No wonder the wizard knows all activities in Ludor. I like how he needs a telescope to spy on people. But like he's got magic powers that can make me work out and turn to dust, but you need to use a telescope. Maybe he needs glasses too, I don't know. Okay, let's go downstairs. Oh, let's get my stuff out from under the bed. I like his little march that he does. Get stuff. Dropping to your knees, you reach under the bed and retrieve all of your possessions. Okay, save. Got all my stuff. Okay, let's haul ass. We're gonna go outside, and I believe that there are some chickens outside. So we are gonna go feed the chickens and try and get a feather. Do. You open the front door of the house and go outside. Okay, open gate. Okay, feed chickens. Oh, am I supposed to get it from right there? Get chicken. The little varmint scoots out of reach. Gotcha, you managed to catch a chicken, but what are you going to do with it? Get feather. Tucking the chicken firmly under one arm, you gently pluck a small feather, then let it go. Thank you, chicken. There haven't been any sound effects so far, and if there is one, it's gonna scare the crap out of me. Get feed? You only need the chicken feed if you want to feed the chickens. I do want to feed the chickens. There we go. Well, at least the chickens are happy. They could fly over that fence. Like, I know they can't really fly very far, but I think they could hop the fence. Those are big chickens. Okay, save, fed chickens, got feather. Okay, this is gonna be scary. Oh, oh, thank goodness we can click. I'm pretty sure this, like, curves around. Eh. Okay, never mind. Whoa. Okay. Save. Halfway down, I hope. Like, behind that rock that we're coming up to, how are you supposed to know? Just guess, okay. More than halfway? Come on. Ah, Jesus! Made me jump! Damn it! Jumped like he was coming to get me! Thanks for playing King's Quest 3. Next time, be more careful. Ah! God, that scared me. Oh, man. I got headphones in and just... ooh. Definitely more than halfway. Oh my goodness. Don't fall. Go. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Whew. Made it. Okay, I think that there's some burglar bandit guys who can come and steal my stuff here, so I'm gonna not deal with that. Ooh, look. The beautiful trees of the forest to the east grow sparse as they reach the edge of the great desert to the west. You do notice one particularly large oak tree. What a fine oak, you think? That is one fine oak. Get... Jesus! Oh! I'm gonna have to lie down after this game. So freaking scary. These two are certainly unsavory rogues. They look like they'll rob you blind and put you in the hospital. I gotta run. Whew. I didn't even get to type acorn. I just put get. Ran from bandits. Okay, get acorn. You pick and poke among the fallen acorns looking for dried ones. You don't find any. These are all newly fallen. And I check over here. Can't I just, like, put some in the oven? I hope I'm not pixel hunting here. Oh! You pick and poke among the fallen acorns looking for dried ones. You eventually find 3 dried acorns and you take them with you. Woo! Okay, got acorns. Look in tree. You lie down on the ground and look into the small hole. It's too dark inside to see anything. Reach in hole. You lie down on the ground and reach into the small hole. You feel around inside the hollow tree and discover a rope stretching up into the tree. You pull it, and to your amazement, a rope ladder falls from the branches above. Sweet. Rope ladder. Climb. Climb ladder. Oh. I'm supposed to just do this. Don't fall once I get to the top. To be fair, I didn't quite make it to the top. Do do do. Okay, I'm gonna save here. Top ladder. See, that looks like he's about to take off into space. How do I... See? That's... Come on. Ah! Okay. Off ladder. You've entered the bandits' hideout. One of them is coming after you! He pushed me out of the tree. Now, I don't know if it's a random chance or what, but we'll check again, or look in house. There seems to be somebody moving around inside the treehouse. Okay. It looks like the second rung on the ladder is where I want to get off the ladder. I'm going to check again and see if the guy is home. Yeah, there's somebody in there alright. We'll be back. And I think I know how to safely climb the ladder. Ooh. How are you guys in the tree and there? What the hell? Look. The many beautiful trees bring a sense of peace to this forest. I hope that there isn't, like, a bird, or... I feel like there is a bird that's gonna fly by randomly, and I just have to hope for the best. I'm gonna save this as possible bird screen. Okay, this is the Three Bears house, I think. Look. Garden. There are lovely flowers growing in this well-tended garden. Their sweet scent and beautiful colors delight you. Get flower? You need to move closer. You wouldn't want to spoil the lovely flower bed by picking one. Probably don't want to walk over it either. Knock. Door. Uh-oh! Scram! Growls Papa Bear. We're not interested. Okay, let me leave, sir. I get knocked down. But I get up again. Whoops. They're never gonna keep me down. Unless I knock on the door again, in which case they will. Let's go to town. That's where hopefully nice people live. The store. There's a puppy. Good day to you, young man, greets the storekeeper. What can I do for you? I want to pet your dog. As you pet him, Kenny licks your hand and thumps his tail in appreciation. A small wad of dog fur collects in your hand, and you tuck it into your pocket for later use. Cool beans, we got some fur. Dog fur acquired. Shop? Talk to man. The storekeeper asks, now what can I do for you? Ask man about where's... What's a ask? Look, shelf. The shelves are filled with all sorts of useful items. There are a few items of particular interest to you. Leather pouches, salt, fish, oil, and lard. I'm going to take a picture of that to ask for one of everything, even though I don't have any money. Maybe when I come back. I probably have to rob the bandits to get money. Because that's how things work. Ask for salt? Oh, right. Buy salt? Yeah, I'll be back with some money. Look in window. You peer into the window and cannot make out any details of the dim interior. Open door. Uh-oh. Bottles of rum and wine sit atop shelves behind the bar. Two surly-looking characters are drinking ale at the table. Looking closer, you see that there's the same bandits from the forest. Man, they move fast. One of the surly-looking characters yells to the barmaid, "Wench, come over here with more ale." Wench? What's a wench? Talk to woman. Keep your shirts on, you ornery buzzards, the barmaid yells. I'll be there quick enough. Without taking her eyes off the two men, she says, "I'll be happy to take your order, but be quick about it, 'cause those two are keeping me hopping." Maybe we'll come back. Okay. I don't really want to climb the ladder right now. Not really sure where that goes. The ladder looks really out of place compared to everything else. I know eventually we're gonna have to get on a boat. It doesn't look like it's here, so let's go back. And I don't think he can swim. At least not very well. Hope I'm not wasting too much time. I'm not sure how long until the Mananan will be back from his journey. Thank you for not falling down the ladder. Do 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 do. Look. Beach. The sandy beach stretches north and south below steep grassy cliffs. I'm going to look at the beach up here too. Alright, the same thing. I don't know if there's a hotkey to pause the game. If there is, I wish I knew what it was. Look. The sandy beach is bordered by grass. A stream cuts through the grass and sand to complete its journey to the sea. Boop, boop. Oh. Huh. How about that? Can I not go under? Oh, I can't. I don't really fit. There we go. Alrighty. Wonder if those guys are still in there. Woo! She tosses her head and replies, "What'll it be for you, sir? A good pull of ale, or do you rather or you'd rather a dram of rum? My, aren't you a handsome one?" Kiss lady. What's a lady? Kiss woman. Watch it, fella. I'll be back. I think she likes me. Uh-huh. Okay, save. Left the bar. Let's go up from here. Okay. A beautiful stream ripples through these stately trees. And aren't they stately? I think there's a spider web around this cave. I'll definitely get stuck in it if I'm not careful. Spider cave. Spider cave. Does whatever a spider cave does. Look. Web. It's the largest web you've ever seen. You can't help but wonder about the spider which could create such a web. Well, I did I did just save. Let's walk into it. Oh, that rock was trying to save me. Uh-oh. As you touch the sticky web, a giant spider drops down from her lair in the tree above. You attempt to escape, but her sticky web holds you fast. Oh no! Oh, she had big teeth. The end. Okay. I wonder if I can, like, pull a thread on it or something. Alright. Oh. I want to go left, maybe? Really gotta get a lay of the land here. Oh! Can I talk to you? Mama Bear growls at you as you near the flower bed. Better stay away from it and her. Talk to Mama Bear. Your cordial greeting annoys the bear and she growls back. Greetings yourself, young man. Stay out of my garden. Now she's gone. Many beautiful trees bring a sense of peace to this forest. You see an impassable mountain to the south. Okay. Look down. Can I knock on the door again, or is he gonna shoot me into space? Knock, door. You rap lightly on the door of the charming house. No reply. You knock again louder. Again, there's no response. Perhaps no one is home. Time to break in. Busting in. Open door. Look. You are in the charming home of the three bears. Mama Bear certainly does keep her house nice and cozy. Okay, I just want to look at my recipes and see if there's anything I might need here. I don't think I saw anything, but I'm gonna grab the porridge if I can. This bowl of porridge is just right, so you take it with you. Okay, this is all the stuff we have right now. Some of these things have a star. I guess those ones are ingredients. Let's go upstairs. In bedroom. Open drawer. You open the drawer and among the clothes you see a pretty silver thimble. Take thimble. Did I say thimble or symbol? You pick up the thimble and carry it with you. Close drawer. Use or lay on bed. You lie upon the smallest bed and snuggle down into the pillow. Sleep. How can you do that? This bed is just right. You've fallen asleep. Uh-oh. This doesn't seem like a good idea. Uh-oh. What was he doing? Oh no! Papa Bear has found you sleeping in Baby Bear's bed. You are in for it now. Oh. Whoa. And stay out. I am amazed he didn't kill me. Look. Okay, that's so weird that he just kicked me out and that was it. The soft, loamy soil of the forest here gives way to the sands of the great desert stretching off to the west. We have to find some dew. There's a cactus over here. I think we'll need that. Right here. What are you trying to say? It's right there. It is a handsome example of the species, but not one you'd care to handle. Look at those thorns. Get cactus. All of the cactus around here are too prickly to be touched. You could wind up with a handful of thorns. If we see Medusa, we gotta turn around. Uh-oh. Ah. Your eyes fall upon a face so hideous, so gruesome, that the horror of it is beyond description. People who look upon the face of Medusa with her hair of writhing live snakes turn instantly to stone. Suddenly your body feels cold and stiffens hard as a rock. You make a nice statue, Gideon. Oopsie. Maybe we'll skip the nap this time. Unless it gave us points, but I don't think so. I also just want to look at the fireplace. Fireplace. There is a cheery fire crackling in the fireplace even though it's summer. Look. Earth? No, look. Mantle? I don't know. Did I spell that wrong? I think I did. Let's get out. And, I wonder if we can use the mirror on Medusa. Medusa. Let's see what we can do. So, Medusa. Use mirror. You look cute! The most hideous looking being has made its appearance. It's Medusa. Oh, I'm glad that worked. She was coming in hot. Averting your eyes, you aim the wizard's hand mirror at Medusa's face. A scream pierces the air as she beholds her own hideous reflection. Then nothing. You dare to look. Medusa has turned herself to stone. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, turn to stone. Look, Medusa. Even as a statue, Medusa is indescribably ugly. Kick Medusa. Kiss Medusa. Be weird. Push Medusa. Alright, see ya. Actually, look. You find yourself at the edge of a great desert stretching as far as the eye can see to the west. I hope this isn't like King's Quest V and we can't go too far. Look, snake. Any experienced traveler knows better than to mess with snakes and stakes. I'm not sure how far out we can go. Take cactus. Oh. Look. You look around and see no familiar landmarks. A tight knot of fear begins to form in your stomach as you realize you don't know how to get out of this desert. Don't I just go to the right? Look, skull. What? Within the glass jar you see your white fishbone powder. It emits a faint fishy smell. What? I typed look skull. I guess because that's another word for bone? All of the cactus around here are too prickly. Look, ground. The hot ground is parched and dry. Oh, maybe this really prickly looking cactus is what we need. The hot ground is parched. Look, cactus. Oh, the cactus. Alright. Wonder if we'll loop around eventually? Maybe? I'm afraid to go too far to the left, but I don't really know where to go. Oh well. We'll just explore. I don't know if Mananan could find us all the way out here. Look, rock. If you've seen one rock, you've seen them all. Ooh. No, let's not. Let's go here and like look down. Guess we don't need that. You look around and see no familiar landmarks. I don't think I can just grab the snake. It'll probably kill me. You're getting very hot and tired. You better find your way out of this desert soon. Isn't it just to the right? The skeleton is here, but the rocks are moved. Okay, something's fishy, and that rock is above the cactus, and it doesn't look right. I think we're not in Kansas anymore. I probably shouldn't have gone this far. It's gonna play sound scare me, isn't it? I think we might be lost, because this desert doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Uh-oh. You can't take the relentless sun anymore and collapse from heat stroke. Miserably, you die in this dreadful desert. He, like, pulled his shirt off or something. No, it's still on. Yeah. Oh. Since you're dead, all you can do is restore a save game or start over. Okay. Okay, so I think we really need a magic wand, which I don't know where that would be. And, I think the first spell we could do would be the causing a deep sleep one. Can I do anything? Take Medusa? Statue is much too heavy to carry. Okay. Those bandits are gonna scare me. Maybe they're not home? Please don't jump out of the trees. Pull rope. Okay, let's climb the ladder. Oops. Okay, save. Climbed ladder. Look in house. You can see very little in the interior from out here, but there seems to be a figure sleeping in a chair. You have entered the bandits' hideout. One of them is sleeping at a small table. Okay, steal money. Take bag. Look, table. There's a leather coin purse lying on top of a wobbly table. Take coin purse. You carefully lift the coin purse off the table, practically out from under the sleeping bandit's nose. Oops. The scoundrel is fast asleep at the table. He is dressed in dirty, ragged clothes and emits a very unpleasant odor. Yeah, it stink lines, this guy. Whew. Alright. I'm gonna make another save. Got money. And let's go south from... Oh god, that scared me. What's this? 3 clothed bears that have already been in their house? You hear Papa Bear exclaim, "What a beautiful day for a stroll in the forest." Look at Baby Bear. Dee! Oh my god. It's so scary to save on the same screen that the bandits appear in. They didn't notice I took their porridge. Already got porridge. Alright. I don't know if I need anything else from there. And now she's back. Oh, bandits don't show up. I'm going north, I think. There we go. Okay, that's where that is. I think the eagle can show up on this screen. Eagle. Will he give us a feather? You see a majestic eagle. Drop a feather! Oh. If I restore, will he drop a feather? Or is it like predetermined? Give me a feather. Get feather. Aw. Maybe he'll come by again? Hmm. Come on, eagle, I need a feather. I really don't want to go back up that hill unless I'm all in the clear. Oh, he's coming by again. So it doesn't know what feather? Oh, what feather? Never mind. I thought it was like, what's a feather? It's almost 30 minutes in the game. That can't be good. Come on! I'm not dropping a feather. Is it random? I don't know. I feel like I might do a quick check for the walkthrough before I go back up the hill, because I don't want to go all the way back and then it's like, you missed a rock or something and have to climb all the way back down.